In Brazil, a popular ex-president caught up in a corruption probe gets a new job as the current president's chief of staff. The move could help shield former President Luiz Inacio Lula da Silva from possible prosecution. For more on the legal loophole, we're joined by CCTV's Paulo Cabral. So, Paulo, tell us about this appointment to the cabinet.
Well, Elaine, there are two main reasons here for this. One is for Lula to try and regroup, reorganize the government support base, which is extremely shaky right now. You know that President Dilma Rousseff is facing an impeachment process, and right now it's looking like, things don't look great for her. President Lula, former President Lula, always had very good transit in Brazilian parliament with the representatives from pretty much all layers. So he's going to test how much influence he still yields in the parliament. Of course, he does not have all that political muscle anymore, but then also he will try, and there's expectation also that he will be able to take over control of the economy and try and do something different there to fight the recession that the country is just deepening here in this country. But then there is this other reason, which is the corruption probe that's been going on in Brazil. Lula is being investigated, and then now that he becomes a cabinet minister, what happens is that the prosecution, the action against him goes to the Supreme Court. Only the Supreme Court can actually try and prosecute cabinet ministers in Brazil. So we have these two reasons, both trying to reorganize the government and getting some protection for himself.
Yeah, these two figures tied together even more. Paulo, how much could Lula actually do at this stage?
Well, that's the big question. He certainly does not have the same kind of power he had when he left the presidency as the most popular president in Brazilian history. Just last week we were standing by for maybe his arrest, and then this week we started standing by for him to become a minister. It's not really a great situation to be in. So that's one thing, how much he can do in politics. And then the economy. The situation is already very bad in Brazil, and there are some parts of his party's left wing that want him to be to spend more money, to go for more public expenditure and leaving the budget balance to the other side. And the market wants President Lula, as he was in his first term, respecting the market and trying to balance the country. So it's really something to be watched. Lots of uncertainties in Brazil right now.
Yeah, developments still to come, I'm sure. Paulo Cabral, live for us in Sao Paulo.